Centerville's Derry Cox taught himself photography in the darkroom era of the early 1970s, and he's never stopped learning.
I've noticed several reactions that people have. Sometimes they're amazed, they're surprised. They'll discover things, wow, I didn't know that a bee had hair on its eye. Sometimes they'll look at it and say, that is just beautiful. They'll look at it and say they just love it. When they look at my pictures, they're going to either find something that's interesting or something that's beautiful or something that they just like. But it's my vision. It's the things that I see that I'm able to share. I'm curious and I just have fun. I'm Derry Cox, and I'm a fine art photographer. I do the entire process, from the concept to the photography to the post-production to cutting my mats to building the frames and mounting the images. And so it's from concept until the point where you have it in your hand and stand by the wall and you hang it on the wall. I've done the whole thing. And I just feel like that's part of my art. And that's the way I prefer to do it. I'm retired and I'm a self-taught photographer. I think I learn in a different way than a lot of people do. Maybe I'm a slow learner, I don't know. But I don't do rote learning. So as far as my study of photography, it's the same way. I have a fairly good understanding of digital math and a fairly comfortable understanding of physics and electronics. And I'm curious and I understand cameras. And when I have an understanding, now I can work with it. And you can be creative and learn the tools, learn the rules, and break the rules. Almost everything I photograph is within walking distance of my house, almost. I have been known to go to the Air Force Museum. I have been known to go to Cox Arboretum, but 99% of my stuff is right here. When I give myself my entire house, my backyard, the field behind my house, and then you combine that with all the different types of photography that I do, from infrared to the microscope, to the telescope, macro, extreme macro. There's a never-ending supply of things for me to photograph here. There are two things that come to mind that I particularly like. One of them is lightning, and the other one are snowflakes. Both of them, unfortunately, has a very narrow window of opportunity to be able to photograph them. The images have a real high wow factor. You would be amazed at how many different varieties of snowflakes there are. I've seen snowflakes change in the middle of a snowstorm. I like to do water drop photography. That's fun, but you need an extremely high shutter speed. I photograph what I choose, and it may be something that I see. It may be an idea or just a concept. But whatever it is, I'm free to choose. And then I'll explore it and I will manipulate it. I'm free to follow my muse wherever she takes me. The other thing that I like to do are called fractals. I create fractal images. And fractals are the marriage of mathematics and art. And if you look at a fractal image, basically it is a self-replicating image. First you'll see an overall shape, and as you look closer, you'll find out that that shape is made up of copies of itself, and it goes smaller and smaller and smaller. I use the computer as a tool. The computer crunches the numbers, really does the heavy lifting. If you didn't have the computer, you couldn't do the math to create a fractal. You couldn't do it in 3 lifetimes. The math is just intense. Until these computers became available to us, there was no way that you could look into this world. It's not unreasonable to be sitting here looking at something that no human eye has ever seen before. Like other people will paint with brushes. Doing these fractals, you're using numbers and math. And you're using the math like you would brushes to make a painting. I use every crayon in the box. I use every brush in the jar. I use every tool in my toolbox. I'm making art